Do corporations have power or authority over your private rights? What is a corporation? It is an artificial person or legal entity created by or under the authority of the laws of a state or nation, composed in some rare instances of a single person and his successors, being the incumbents of a particular office, but ordinarily consisting of an association of numerous individuals. Such entity subsists as a body politic under a special denomination, meaning name, which is regarded in law as having a personality and exists distinct from that of its several members. That's from Black's Law, 5th edition. Did you say artificial person? Yes, I did. Let's see how the legal world defines these words. Artificial means, as opposed to natural, means created or produced by man, created by art or law, existing only by force of or in contemplation of law. Person means, in general usage, a human being, natural person, though by statute, term may include a firm, labor organizations, partnerships, associations, corporations, legal representatives, trustees, trustees in bankruptcy, or receivers. Artificial persons means persons created and devised by human laws for the purpose of society and government, as distinguished from natural persons. Corporations are examples of artificial persons. This is from Black's Law, 5th edition. Meaning, a corporation is an artificial person or a created legal entity. It is created by statute, also called legislative law, and is under the authority of this law. They are created for the purpose of society or government. Persons, called corporations, are bound by statutes. Persons are under public law, called statutes. Statutes are for public government workers and persons as corporate entities. Public law will treat all as a corporation or person to be subject to their jurisdiction unless otherwise specifically identified as one of we the people, a man or woman, under common law, known as the Bill of Rights. Who created what? Corporations are created by statutes, and statutes are created by the legislature. Corporations are under the laws of the states. Corporations are in the public as they are created by public law. We, the people, created the state constitutions and the legislature in our constitutions. We, the people, granted authority to legislatures for the purpose of creating laws for the operation of government to benefit the people. We, the people, have all political power in all states as outlined in every state's Bill of Rights. We are the supreme power. We, the people, are in the private realm. Here is an illustration. We, the people, have all political power and authority. We are supreme. We, the people, created the state constitutions. We, the people, created the legislature in the state constitutions. The legislature created statutes or legislative laws. Corporations are created under the legislative laws. Constitutional rights, liberty, and freedoms. Constitutional right means a right guaranteed to the citizens by the Constitution and so guaranteed as to prevent legislative interference therewith. Constitutional liberty or freedom means such freedom as is enjoyed by the citizens of a country or state under the protection of its Constitution, the aggregate of those personal, civil, and political rights of the individual which are guaranteed by the Constitution and secured against invasion by the government or any of its agencies. That's from Black's Law, 5th edition. Being in the private. Private means affecting or belonging to private individuals as distinct from the public generally. Not official, not clothed with office. Private person means it's a term sometimes used to refer to persons other than those holding public office or in military services. Privacy right of means the right to be let alone, the right of a person to be free from unwarranted publicity. The term right of privacy is a generic term encompassing various rights recognized to be inherent in concept of ordered liberty, and such right prevents governmental interference in intimate personal relationships or activities, freedoms of individual to make fundamental choices involving himself, his family, and his relationship with others. As one of we the people, we are in the private realm. Nothing can touch the rights of we the people. In the Texas Constitution, Article 1, Section 29, it says, "To guard against transgressions of the high powers herein delegated, we declare that everything in this Bill of Rights is accepted out of the general powers of government and shall forever remain inviolate, and all laws contrary thereto or to the following provisions shall be void." Kentucky Bill of Rights, Section 2, absolute and arbitrary power over the lives, liberty, and property of free men exist nowhere in a republic, not even in the largest majority. Inviolate means intact, not violated, free from substantial impairment. These constitutional articles apply in every state. Power and authority. Power means the right, ability, authority, or faculty of doing something. Authority to do any act which the grantor might himself lawfully perform. Authority means permission, right to exercise powers, to implement and enforce laws, to exact obedience, to command, to judge, control over, jurisdiction, often synonymous with power, the power delegated by a principal to his agent. Authority limits in the public realm. Government is in the public. The right of privacy stated that government cannot interfere in intimate personal relationships or activities, freedoms of individual to make fundamental choices involving himself, his family, and his relationship with others. Our constitutional rights, liberties, and freedoms secured our rights against invasion by the government or any of its agencies. Since government cannot interfere in our private rights to make fundamental choices involving ourselves and our family, that means our children, corporations which are created by government and are lower in standing than government, does not have that authority or power either. Maxims of Law by Charles Wiseman. 11b. The derivative power cannot be greater than the original from which it is derived. 11f. Power can never be delegated which the authority said to delegate never possessed itself. This means the federal government never had the authority to enforce mandates. Therefore, they never had the authority to get corporations to do that either. 11i. Where there is no authority for establishing a rule, there is no necessity of obeying it. In summary, corporations, companies, employers, schools, and hospitals have zero lawful authority over your private rights and private choices. They cannot lawfully force you to wear a mask or get a vaccine. These mandates are unconstitutional. Your health is always your private affair, even if you are employed with the government. It is because of our lack of knowledge regarding our rights and our unwillingness to stand up together in unison that allows our rights to be trampled. The day the people understand this image, everything changes. If we all had even a basic understanding of our rights and the purpose of government, mandatory shutdowns and mask and vaccine mandates would never have been able to occur. It only happened because of our lack of knowledge regarding these subjects. Hosea 4:6 says in the Bible, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." Thomas Jefferson said, "Educate and inform the whole mass of people. They are the only sure reliance for the preservation of our liberty." Every man and every body of men on earth possesses the right of self-government. They receive it with their being from the hand of nature. Individuals exercise it by their single will. Collections of men by that of their majority. James Madison said, "A popular government without popular information, or the means of acquiring it, is but a prologue to a farce or a tragedy, or perhaps both. Knowledge will forever govern ignorance, and a people who mean to be their own governors must arm themselves with the power which knowledge gives." Thank you for watching. Please click the like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you are interested in learning more about public versus private, I have put additional information down in the description how you can sign up for the private versus public webinar provided by Dave Jose. Thank you, and please share with others.